Welcome back to Coop to Grill. Today we're doing chicken on the smoker. We're going to brine it. You can do your own brine. You can buy a store-bought one, which is what we did today. We're just going to do this, and if you follow the directions on this, it'll get you really close to making your own brine where you don't have to get the nice fancy kit. So preparing the brine mix, it says to, in a large pot, bring 8 cups of water to a boil. Turn off the heat and then add the brine mix. Stir until brine mix is fully dissolved. Add 8 cups of ice and 8 cups of cool water. So I got 4 cups in here already. Another 4 cups of water into the pot. We're going to get this boiling, but before we do that, actually, as I turn this on, this isn't going to take long. I'm going to add an orange to ours, and I'm going to do that on the front side instead of on the back side. Yeah.
Do you attach it to the front side?
I do attach it to the front side. You'll see. I use
in an
duct
appropriate
tape,
place?
paper clips, and a toothbrush. I saw this on MacGyver. Anyways, we're going to use all these pieces of the orange. Throw them in here. We're going to bring that to a boil, and we'll be back. Our water is boiling. We're going to shut it off. Move the oranges out of the way a little bit. Actually, I'm going to take these right out of here for now. Now, this came with 2 bags. The seasoning packet, which I just emptied into here. And it also came with buttery poultry blend, which goes on the chicken or turkey right before you cook it. Not everything is going to fit into this pot. We've got 8 cups of water in here already. I'm putting 8 cups of ice, which will bring us up to 16. Another 8 cups of cool water, which will bring us up to 24. I can math.
You did so good on the math.
Thank you. I've had a cup of coffee now. So that's why I got this big bowl, and we're going to transfer this into there carefully. So our ice has been melted in our brine mixture. There's still a couple of cubes floating. This is cool. So I'm going to add this to our chickens. So I highly recommend putting your bag in a secondary containment. We're going to dump this in here before we add the water. As you can see, it's not covered everything. That's all right, because we still owe it 8 cups of water. So here's 4. You want to make sure that the entire chicken or turkey or whatever poultry you're cooking is covered in the water. So that's going to be good. Take this, put it in the fridge. 6 hours is all you really need for a chicken or a turkey. So we're going to put this in the garage since it's cold out still, and I don't have any room in the fridge. That's where this is going to go. If you have a cooler, you can put it in a cooler too. You just want to make sure it stays cold. You don't want it to be at room temperature. Our chicken's been brining for about 7 hours now, which is perfect. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of water down in there, so you definitely don't want to just leave it sit in the fridge without having some kind of secondary container for it. So like I said before, we're going to spatchcock these. So if you guys have ever spatchcocked a chicken, there's a couple of different ways to take out the spine. You can use a knife or you can use a pair of scissors. And we have a pair of scissors. The reason we don't have a pair of scissors is because I broke the last set. You need to either get a really good set of kitchen shears or get yourself some metal cutters. These bad boys are titanium. This is going to definitely cut the spine out of a chicken. So I'm going to take these over to the sink. We're going to wash them up, drain our brine, and I'm going to show you how to spatchcock a chicken. So we've got our chicken out of the brine. We're going to dry this off in a minute, but we want to spatchcock it first. So what you want to do is grab the tail and cut right up the back. That is so much better than any other kitchen shears I've ever had. This is my new favorite. And then get the other side. Now that you've got the spine out, you want to split this breastbone just by pressing. There you go.
Wow, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. So we're going to take some paper towels and we're just going to pat this dry. Now that this is dried off, we're going to add some olive oil to it as a binder, and then we're going to take the buttery poultry blend that came with the Kinder's brine mix, and we're going to use that on one of the chickens, and I'm going to use my own seasoning on the other chicken, and we're going to smoke them. But let's get some olive oil on this thing. And season it however you want. If you don't want to use the Kinder seasoning mix, you don't have to. Use whatever you want. Again, like I always say, the recipe is mainly a suggestion. We're going to let that sit over here. We're going to get the other one set up and ready to go, and then we'll be out to the smoker. And then this one here, we used Famous Dave's Chicken Rub, Cuisinart Nashville Hot, Cormick Montreal Chicken, Boar's Night Out White Lightning Double Garlic Butter, because this is fantastic. We're going to smoke these side by side on 250 for about an hour. We're going to grab we are going to grab the internal temperature, and we're going to cook it to 160. 165 is the temp that you want. Once it hits 160, we're going to crank it up to about 400, and we're going to let it crisp those skins up really nice. Let's go out to the smoker. So we're out to the smoker, had it set to 250. Once it gets up to about 155 or 160, then we're going to crank the heat up on it to about 350, 400 degrees, and we're going to get that skin nice and crispy. We're probably going to add a little bit of butter just to let it crisp up. So we came out here, our potatoes are almost done, so I'm going to crank up this cook just a little bit early. Internal temperature of the chicken is 125. I cranked it up to 400 degrees. I also took a little bit of Pam olive oil cooking spray, and I sprayed over the top of it to help crisp up the skin a little bit. So we're going to let that heat up, see what happens.
Ooh.
Does it look good?
They look like chicken.
Good. My God, everything smells so delicious. So we cranked that up for 400, and it took about a half an hour for it to get up to an internal temperature of 170, which is a little bit more than you're looking for with a chicken, but because I brined them, look at the juice. Look at the juice coming out of this. Yeah, these things are really moist, so I'm not really worried about it being overcooked or dry or anything like that. We're going to cut into this and give it a try. Bo's excited.
Bella's definitely intrigued. He's just bored with us.
Do you want
and Olaf's licking the dog water.
He does that. Would you like a piece of breast or leg?
I like a good breast.
Me too.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. God, doesn't that smell delicious?
Mm-hmm.
If only I could get my knife to work. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. This is delicious. It's super juicy. It's super tender. I let it rest for about 10 minutes before we cut into it here, and that's exactly what you're looking for. There you go. We've got spatchcock chickens on the smoker. Thanks for cooking with us here at Coop de Grill. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the page. Drop a comment if there's something that you guys would like to see me cook. I will definitely put it on my list.
Is there whiskey in that coffee?
There is going to be. The container is a beer crisper. Maybe it was meant to be a vegetable crisper. If you guys have ever spatchcocked a chicken, that's the name of it.
I'm done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These bad boys are titanium. This is going to definitely cut the spine out of a chicken. What?
Sounds like a threat.
It is a threat. It's more than a threat. I'm going to pour them on a pan. I'm going to show you how to spatchcock this. I'm sorry. I've had too much rum. So we're going to grab some olive oil. If my assistant will grab me some olive oil, since my hands are all full of chicken juice here.
Needy.
I know.
Here's your olive oil. You want me to pour it on there too?
Make sure you get that all incorporated everywhere. Get dirty with it. Teach it things it never knew about itself.
Wow.
This is a proper chicken. This is a dirty chicken. Stop. No. Get it under control, woman.
We're rolling.
Oh, good. The way that I have them sitting on the tray. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. The way that I'm sorry, you never do that.
So is that what you want?
Yes.
Oh, why don't you say something?
I did. I said it all the time. Look at, and you're all like,
You're pretty.
you're pretty.
You are pretty.
Out loud.
I love you.
I love you.
Well, somebody should.
Yes.
It tastes like chicken?
It doesn't actually taste like chicken. It tastes more like alligator.
Oh.
Flavor explosion in my mouth. Don't look at me like that.